Trent Thrasher Construction. From idea to completion, we manage it all. At Trent Thrasher Construction, we create spaces big enough to hold your dreams. We believe in the nobility of hard work. That's what sets us apart. We take pride in everything that we do. There are lots of companies out there that can build your project, but at Trent Thrasher Construction, we don't just build, we create, innovate, collaborate, and take absolute pride in every single project we do. Trent Thrasher Construction. We're here for you.
Little Burton's, 4755 Alabama 179 in Boaz, Aurora community. This is your one-stop shop from freshly cut meats and steaks, breakfast sandwiches, to famous Hunt Brothers Pizza. Hey, you can fill up your tank and enjoy a freshly brewed cup of hot coffee. Let owner Jamie Grant and his staff give you the customer service that you expect and the old-time Southern hospitality you deserve. Little Burton's. Pierce & Pierce, attorneys at law. 256-455-0984. Let attorneys Kyle and Beth Pierce take the worry away. They specialize in criminal defense, appeals, probate, family, divorce, wills and trust, real estate, and property. They are only one call away. 256-455-0984. Attorneys Kyle and Beth Pierce. Twin City Used Cars. 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. 256-844-2210. Open Monday through Saturday from 8 to 6. Owner Bobby Ledbetter encourages you to come take advantage of his over 30 years of experience in buying and selling amazing vehicles. Incredible inventory, honesty, fairness, reliability. Hey, that's just what you get at Twin City Used Cars. Integrity is a way of life for Bobby Ledbetter in Twin City Used Cars. Check them out on Facebook at Twin City Used Car Sales, the exclusive used car dealership of Kapow Media, Twin City Used Cars.
Jerry, you know what you mean.
Well, that's a loaded question.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you said that. I think you need to get you one of them rollback dumpsters.
Well, I need to see because over the next week, I really need to get my garage cleaned out and get ready for the winter.
So you need to get your crap in order.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to call my boy Trent Thrasher at Fully Loaded and see if he can just give me. I don't need a huge one, just a little bit small one. I ain't got a big garage.
No, man.
So it's
I'm gonna get one.
Time to get it straight.
I need to ask you a question, Trent. Can you put trees in one of those?
It's a fair question.
Like shrubs, trees, that kind of stuff.
Why don't you just burn them? You're in the country.
Can't burn right now.
You can burn?
Yeah,
100% you can.
It's
100%
too.
you can.
You can, but I'm too
wet
too
right
scared because of the wind.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm out. I'd just rather have Fully Loaded come get them mugs. So if I can put a tree up in them things, I'm gonna rent one. So
cool.
Yeah, let me know.
I just need junk. I want for junk stuff. Boxes.
Here's the problem with you.
With me?
Yeah.
I don't know if we ain't got that kind of time.
Especially if you're gonna go through your stuff and you see anything that has any inkling of sentimental things, and you're not a real sentimental guy, But when it comes to stuff that you've done or you've acquired over the years on your own, you've worked hard for it, you've saved up for it, you're not getting rid of it. You're not.
I am.
You're not.
Ask my wife.
Not.
Dude, I just throw stuff away.
Can I have that football you put in my office?
No.
Oh.
Absolutely not.
I didn't know.
That's different.
I didn't know.
That is greatness, Jeff.
It is great.
That is from the 1979 Cotton Bowl. Joe Montana autographed Notre Dame.
You mean Joe Montana?
No. I need to get one of his autographs just to say I do.
To right beside it, yeah.
Because everybody just makes that joke.
It's a funny joke. It's good. It's a good one.
It's good. Hey, this is rivalry week.
It's it, man. This is it for everybody.
So who's the rivalry of the Nazarene Church?
Probably the old United Methodists.
What up, Joe Taylor? What up, Mr. Mayor?
Oh my gosh! Speaking of, man, why does he hate us? He just abandoned us.
Well, he said it's a long list, but it's very distinguished of his hatred toward us.
That's fair.
So
that's fair. Sorry, man.
Ever since we had Joey Statham on announcing Joey to run for mayor, he's been upset.
He's been gone.
But here's what Joey Statham said: hey, if Mayor Joe Taylor doesn't endorse me, I'm not gonna run. That's how important Joe Taylor is to Joey Statham.
It was so important that he wanted us to tag him
and everything,
and we did during the show. What was that? Is that a self-destruct button?
It is.
Dude, your laptop is so old. You got a CD-ROM on that bar.
It's got a CD-ROM. CD-OM, as Will Smith said.
A CD-OM.
Oh, I wonder if there's a... What's in there? There's no telling if there's a CD in
Please
there.
let there be a CD in there. Please be an old-school Rav Bowley.
There's something in there.
Rap. It is something. What is it?
What is where that went? It's a DVD. This is the Christmas Vacation Lampoon Special Edition. I've been looking for this for years.
What? Dude, this is outstanding. Let me see this.
I've been missing this for years. Joe Taylor.
So is that when Kelly didn't let you have big old television,
Yes.
and so you just watched it on
she
your
didn't like the
laptop?
movie.
Oh.
So I used to have to watch it on this.
She doesn't like that movie?
Some of the comedy in it now. I mean, she watches every year now, but I had to convince her. No, Joe Taylor. No, we're kidding. Joey, appreciate your candor.
Yeah.
You know what else he'd appreciate?
Yeah.
An endorsement check. Joe hung up.
Yeah.
So this is rivalry week, Jeff, and I'm thankful for it.
Notre Dame's big rival.
It is.
Who is this?
We've got two. We have USC and Michigan.
Yeah, but this one.
This is USC. We're
Yes.
playing at the Coliseum.
This is like hate.
Mm-hmm.
Hate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And let me just say this. Like Nick Saban said on game day last week that Jordan-Hare Stadium is haunted.
Yeah, he did.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Coliseum has demons out in L.A.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's absolutely weird. Stupid stuff happens out there. So we will see. It's gonna be
Dude, that's
interesting.
hilarious.
I mean, I'm so excited to find that. That's a special edition DVD, Joe Taylor.
What's it got on that one?
You have to take and watch it.
Listen to that.
It's pretty cool.
It's great.
Settle down now. Okay.
Oh my gosh. So, what's the line on that game?
Which one?
The Notre Dame USC game.
I'm thinking last I saw it would be 7.5. Notre Dame's favored by 7.5 on the road. It's a 2:30 kickoff. I think we got Brad Nessler on that game. He's going to be doing.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
So very interested. It's a very, very important game. Notre Dame's 10-1. We had a heat stroke and lost the second game of the season against Northern Illinois. But since that time, we have been really just hammering teams.
Analysts are saying you guys are one of the most dangerous teams in the top 10.
Well, we have playmakers, right? We got some playmakers like Jeremiah Love. Here's a good stat for you. Jeremiah Love has 6 carries over 60 yards this year. Georgia has 2.
Wow.
Some other teams, have very few. So we are a big play offense. Let's face it, boys. We don't play in the SEC.
I know a lot of people say that they don't like. We have coaches that come sit with us and talk with us. One, Steve Smith, the legend.
the godfather, I guess, of Westbrook, Piedmont football, Cedar Bluff, all that kind of deal.
What a ball game at Piedmont last year.
Isn't that something? We'll talk about that in a minute too. I guess we might as well. But he says it's not us that gets on the field, but Notre Dame's got a coach that is. People are buzzing about this guy again. I mean, they kind of shut down a little bit at the end of last year, but man, they're buzzing. I mean, he's
Marcus
the name.
Freeman is the right guy. I mean, he's getting some looks from the NFL. He played linebacker in the NFL, but he wants to be at Notre Dame. He wants to compete for a championship.
Is that the loyalty of you saying that, or do you really feel like he
No.
wants to stay?
I watch everything that's put out.
I know.
All the podcasts.
I have to endure it riding in the car with you.
I do.
You pull up Notre Dame podcast.
So lately, it's been Notre Dame podcast and on some Buffalo Bills podcasts, San Francisco podcasts, and Demonology podcast the last 2-3 days.
Oh, nice.
Going back to that
Nice,
road.
nice.
Exorcisms and whatnot.
Cool. We'll talk about that guy too. Hey, I'm in. So this is rivalry. Rivalry.
What's in that cup?
Rivalry week.
Joe Taylor, get your boy.
Unfortunately, I'm at a Nazarene church. Maybe I should have went with United Methodist.
That's exactly right.
The Civil War is this week.
Dang right.
Talk about that one.
Man, so when you look at the list of the big games, right? When you think big games, there's certain games that should just be played at the end of the season. Red River Shootout should be played on this week, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Then you have Oregon State.
Yes.
You have other big, and it's changed. It's changed a little bit.
They're not necessarily like UNC and North Carolina that are all in the same town, but they're what 50 miles apart.
Yeah,
I mean, these guys.
It's pretty special. You got Pitt, Boston College is a game that you wouldn't think would be that big a rivalry, but there's some hatred there.
Louisville and Kentucky.
Absolutely,
it's a big game.
No doubt about that's a big game.
It's a
Duke
game.
Wake Forest.
Yes,
is also a big
right there in
game.
the same town.
Tennessee Vandy.
Yes. Texas A&M LSU. Aren't they this week?
Texas A&M.
Texas.
And Texas.
Okay.
LSU.
Yeah.
That is the epitome of hatred. So they used to be rivals, right?
Yeah.
And so when Texas A&M went to the SEC, there was some separation. Okay, where we don't have to play, we don't have to deal with each other. They hate one another. Yeah. And so that's an intense rivalry that people 35 and younger probably don't know anything about. They hate each other. It's going to be physical. It's going to be hard hitting. It's going to be a ball game. Where's it being played at?
What about Ohio? I thought it was in Texas. At Texas.
Oh, it's at Texas. Okay.
Texas.
It's in Austin.
I think it's in Austin. What about Ohio State
and Michigan?
Boy, yeah, what the? You want both? Can both of them lose?
They already have. It's the Gonorrhea Bowl.
Sorry, Danny. We love you, buddy.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. No, not in this context.
Army Navy.
That's next week.
Is that next week?
That is.
They're the lone game.
Yeah, and it should be, man. When it comes to Army and Navy,
that's right.
That's a game that I want to go to in Annapolis in a snowy weather to watch that ball game, because it's not about NFL players. It's not about NIL deals. It's about the love of your academy, the love of your military branch, obviously loving the country. It's and it's just ball players giving it everything they have, regardless. That's the epitome of a rivalry game. There is none better. If I'm rating them, there is nothing greater to me than Army Navy.
So the rivalry game that we began with was the game your guys, USC, Notre Dame. Right. This has been an annual matchup since 1920, the 20s.
Long
the
time.
20s.
Yeah.
I told you I did a brief read. That's it. Since 1925, 26, somewhere around in there. What is your final score on this one? I know you're always going to pick Notre Dame, but what is your final score and why?
This could be two different ways, because Lincoln Riley is a tremendous offensive-minded coach.
Okay.
And they're not playing like a typical. It's like, man, they're way better than their record indicates. I've watched them a few times.
Sure.
Watched them against LSU to start the season, right? They have some talent, but they're making some boneheaded decisions. Like, I don't know what's going on with that team. I'm thinking it's going to be like a 38-17 kind of game. 38-17 Irish. If I have to put a number on it.
What? Joe Taylor said he's on his porch watching the Blue Angels fly over this morning.
That's why it's good to be Joe Taylor.
Man.
That's one of the. I don't know if that even makes the top 10 list of why it's good to be Joe Taylor.
Which part? Wait, you're at your porch in Orange Beach, Gulf Shores.
He ain't in Rainbow City.
I don't think they fly to Rainbow City, are they, Joe?
I don't think the Blue Angels up in Rainbow. Oh, anybody could get the Blue
Are you
Angels.
doing Thanksgiving? He gets a week off. That's okay.
If anybody could get the Blue Angels to fly in Rainbow City, it's Mayor Joe Taylor.
You got that right.
So
shoot. I hate prop planes, and I get on one for Joe Taylor.
So I think that the Irish is going to get that 11th victory, be 11-1.
Good.
And hopefully they end up in the 6th spot in the playoffs.
Florida State.
5 or 6, either one. Florida State, Florida? I think Florida beats them.
Florida's momentum, right? They
beats
got,
them.
they got some attitude right now.
Florida State's giving up.
And Florida State's played one game?
One or two.
One or two games?
Minimal. It's horrible.
Ole Miss, Mississippi State.
Egg Bowl.
Yeah.
Woo. I mean, it's going to be a horrible game because Mississippi State is worse than Florida State, I think.
And Ole Miss.
Hey, any questions, comments, something you want us guys to talk about? Please pop it in here, guys. We're going We will.
Clemson.
Oh, Clemson, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah. So who owns the state? In our pick-em contest board, I made some upset picks this week.
Yeah, I haven't picked mine yet. I'm waiting.
Mostly I made. Well, you better hurry because I think you've missed the game.
Today was a game. You put a Tuesday game on there?
This is Wednesday.
Is there a Wednesday game?
Could be. That's for you to look into.
I hate you so much. I guess I'll put it on in a minute. I'm just going to pick over one of yours except for 3.
You normally.
Yeah.
That's not how you do
That's all I'm going to do.
Well, it could mess you up this time because I picked a lot of upsets. You could be jacked up.
Jerry, you're going to change them at the last minute.
I am.
So you're waiting. Blake right now is waiting. You change him, he's changing.
Some going to change.
Tim changed one at the last minute. I saw that.
But with this, did he? I didn't look.
No, the last week.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
With this particular game, I just don't believe the hype of Clemson. I think South Carolina is playing some of the best football in the country, regardless of record. I think their defensive line can put a ton of pressure on what's his name? Klubnik? Cade Klubnik's I think that's it. The quarterback there at Clemson, whose stats look good. I think he's got he's got 29 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, something like that. But it's been against lesser competition.
Okay.
So let's take the Mississippis, Jeff. Right? Let's
Mississippi.
Let's look at this. So in a normal game, Cade Klubnik is getting like 2.5 Mississippi before he's got to throw the ball. Right?
Okay.
I'm using some term everybody can understand.
Sure.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. In this game against South Carolina, the way their pass rush gets to the quarterback, instead of 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi and a half,
Okay.
it's like 1 Mississippi, almost 2 Mississippi. You got to give it the ball. They're coming. So I think they put pressure on the quarterback. And as much as I want John Gross, to help get this victory because I really like John, I think South Carolina is going to go in and out physical, put pressure on the quarterback, and make things happen.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
Well,
That's a
good.
game I'm not changing, by the way.
You're not going to change
Keeping
that
South
game.
Carolina.
All right. What about Oklahoma State?
Hold on one second. I haven't looked at any of the lines. I just not put this stuff up. So how bad of picks am I making here?
I don't know.
What's the?
This is a one-sided rivalry, though. Really, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma's got some momentum right now.
Yeah.
Big win last week, beating the brakes off Alabama.
Oklahoma, but they don't play this week.
Is it? I thought it was this week.
Oklahoma State? No, Oklahoma State plays Colorado.
So Oklahoma State's next week, the same as.
I don't even know they even played.
Did they even play this year?
I have no idea. I would think
swear,
so.
I
They
swear.
already played, right?
Maybe they did. Maybe
I
they
don't know.
did.
I only look
So
at this
Oklahoma
game.
plays Colorado.
Yeah, Oklahoma State plays Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think Colorado goes and gets that 9th victory. in my opinion. I'm trying to find a Clemson game, man.
Who does BYU play this week?
Like I'm supposed to be keeping up with the Mormons.
Yeah, you better keep up winning this year. Utah?
No, Utah plays South Florida.
South
kind
Florida.
of weird. Or
weird.
Central Florida. One of those Florida.
It's a weird game.
They're
Man.
in Florida.
All right, let's get to you found that out yet?
No, I'm trying to look. Nebraska, Iowa. That's it. The point spread's 2.5. Clemson's favored by 2.5.
Really?
At Clemson.
Do you take that?
I'm taking South Carolina. Give me South Carolina 2.5 points.
Wow. You heard that here. If you lose money, it's on him. He'll pay what you bet today.
Yeah, that's not what I said, but do yourself a favor and take South Carolina.
Probably.
What are the games you
Probably
interested
the
in? Illinois
thing to
Northwestern, who nobody cares about that.
No.
Ohio State's a 21-point favorite over Michigan.
I guess I could pull the games up. We've already talked about most of them anyway.
Let's see.
Might as well not.
I'm just now looking at Middle Tennessee, Michigan. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, Cody Last, what's going on, man? Which game you're interested in watching, Cody? South Florida Rice. Oh, Alabama's an 11.5 to 12-point favorite.
I don't know, man. The only thing that's helping us is we're hosting.
Missouri, Arkansas.
That's a game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, be a good game. Be a very, very good game.
Maryland and Penn State.
Well, Penn State's always been my other team.
Makes sense to me.
That's terrible. Wow.
Sorry. That's all.
Wow. No locker rooms here, player. No, none. Well, but the only thing is we're hosting Auburn this week. But somebody made a statement a few days ago. Hugh Freeze is still Hugh Freeze, right? I mean, it was his offense it's his offense this year. I mean, he's got a nameless OC or whatever. He fired him, I guess, whatever his name was.
Darren Nix?
Yeah, he would go. So who did he hired Nix after he fired Philip? What's that guy's name last year? Montgomery, and he brought in Nix this year. But
it's not. It's
still his offense,
it's Freeze.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's kind of schizophrenic when it comes to that. Here you go, Derek. No, you can't have it. Here you go. You can have it. No, you can't have it. Do you think they're better off if you leave it in Derek Nix's hands and take it out of?
No one knows because he's not really ran an offense like that. You know, he comes from Ole Miss where the Lane Kiffin, he was there before Lane, but Lane kind of did his own thing. So I like that. Hugh Freeze is a great offense, but they just need to play together. And I'll get into evaluations when we get to that point. But Freeze is still legit, man. I think
he's a great coach. I think he's doing well. But
so
Auburn just gave him crap.
The first meeting between these two teams was February 22nd, 1893.
1893. Leather helmets?
Probably. How many teeth come out?
Where was that at?
Game?
Birmingham?
Probably. It does not. This I'm looking at does not say. And Auburn won that game 32-22.
You still having issues with Thorne?
Absolutely. Oh, my God. For the last 2 years, I've been crying to get a quarterback. Man, that's what you're missing.
It says he's completing 63% of his passes.
Maybe.
8.7 yards an attempt, 2,400 yards, 20 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 241 rushing yards, 102 attempts.
How many touchdowns?
20 touchdowns.
Rushing the ball?
No.
Okay.
That's throwing. Looks like 8.
Okay.
Maybe.
Do you know that Alabama and Auburn
Yeah.
play for a trophy? Did you know that?
Wait, the Alabama-Auburn game?
Yeah.
Was for a trophy. What was the trophy?
The trophy is the James E. Foy Sportsmanship Trophy. I've never heard of that.
Sportsmanship. Okay.
Huh. It's a cool little trophy.
So I've never seen it. Do they really have one?
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it.
They still exchange it to this year.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay.
Kind of looks like a Masters thing.
That's exactly what I thought.
It really does.
So why are they advertising the Masters here? So there's a kicker on top of it.
Oh.
Learning stuff every day. I'm sure all you people out there knew, but I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh, I didn't know, Blake.
Oh, hey, Blake. All right, so what is your let's just break this game down. I need you to break this game down. I need to get some reassurance, but I don't think you're going to give me some.
I don't know. I think I probably am going to give you some reassurance here.
Please do.
As here's what I think have to go well. Here's how Auburn beats Alabama, and I think that it's certainly beatable. I think the trash talking that's going on in the media between the two teams, people our age, Jeff, cringe when you hear the smack talk between players.
Yes.
We cringe because we were taught in our era, you shut up, you do talk on the field.
Yeah, that's it.
35-year-olds under are loving it. That's just the way it's done, right? It is. So there's some smack talking going on.
Sure.
And Jalen Milroe was, because this one always wins, this smack talk always wins. He says, Who even is that guy? It's always good.
It's pretty good.
Always good.
Was it one of the Auburn guys and Alabama guys that have podcasts?
No, this was during a media interview.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Look, Auburn is not afraid of Alabama.
No.
You got to think these young kids who are now getting a lot of playing time for Auburn, these freshmen, these sophomores. Let's face it, Alabama won the game on the scoreboard last year. Auburn won the game on the field.
Yeah.
They outplayed them.
Makes sense.
It come down to a 4th and 31.
Yeah.
Hey, but kudos, you did what you had to do. You got the victory. It was a legendary. It will never be forgotten. 4th and 31 at Jordan.
Sure.
Benefits to Alabama. It's at Bryant Denny Saban Field.
Yep.
Typical 2:30 day after Thanksgiving. A couple days after Thanksgiving. Typical schedule, right? For Auburn to be successful, a couple things have to happen. I think that Peyton Thorne has to have his best game of the year.
Okay.
But hear me, I don't need Peyton Thorne to win a ball game. I need him to not lose it. I need him to hand the ball off to Jacquez Hunter. He needs 25 touches. If Hunter does not get 25 touches, I don't think Auburn has a chance to win.
Okay.
You got one of the best running backs in the country. Feed him the ball. You don't have to just turn and hand it to him. Give him some option play, some RPOs,
Right.
Dish it down. You're going to see some motion, I think, in this offense. You're going to see some motion. And motion in this sense is to create matchup problems.
Okay.
You want to see, so part of that game, the RPO game, is I'm going to put you in motion. I want to see who's going to be covering you. I want to see how the defense is going to shift down to cover you, and that's going to help me determine pre-snap where I want to go with the football.
All right.
Thorne needs to have about between 60, 70 yards rushing in this game. He needs to throw for about 250.
250, you say?
250 and rush for 60. I think they have a great opportunity if they can get the ball in the middle of the field of Fairweather. I think he is an unbelievably big target. I think Fairweather has great hands. He is a nightmare. There's no linebackers that can really match up with this kid. Right? He is huge. Great tight end. Get him some more touches across the middle. Then you got the two wide receivers. You got KVS and you got Cam Coleman. Cam Coleman needs to show why he is one of the elite wide receivers in the country. He's not getting really any of the attention as Ryan is, right? Ryan Williams is elite. Cam Coleman is that type of player. Cam Coleman needs a better quarterback to make it look good. But between him and KVS, I think both those guys get 80-plus yards receiving. I think Auburn has a chance to win this football game. It's going to come down to some defensive matchups. Who are you going to put on Ryan Williams? Who's he going to be? That's a great question. Kevin Falk's going to be making an example. He's going to be hard-hitting, making stuff happen. It's going to be an interesting ball game. So do I think Alabama is beatable? Well, they've lost 3 games already this year.
Yep.
And so the mystique is off. Auburn's like, man, but don't get cocky, Auburn. You're not even qualified for a bowl game yet. So there's some of that, to be had. So when you look into the importance, Alabama got destroyed at Oklahoma.
Yes.
No way
Not
around
even
it.
close, son.
And here's how they did it, and this is how I would suggest, that Auburn does it. You make the University of Alabama, Jalen Milroe, Jeff, you make them throw the ball.
Yes.
You make them throw the ball.
Yes.
And that's what Oklahoma did. And could Milroe get on fire and make the throws? He certainly can. But he's much more dangerous when he's running the football. If you contain him, and that's easier said than done, but that's what Oklahoma did. And then you run the ball. I think that's how Auburn would beat Alabama in this Iron Bowl at 2:30 on Saturday as an 11.5 point underdog.
If you're Alabama, how do you win this game?
You play Alabama football. You don't worry about who Auburn is. You don't worry about what Auburn does, right? Offensively, hey, I have one of the best wide receivers in the country.
Okay.
And we're way more than just that kid. Milroe can run the ball incredibly well. He can make all the throws, but I make him make those throws. I don't let him run. You have two good backs. You have a good tight end. I mean, you're Alabama. You got the roster.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, the confidence isn't there. You're lacking confidence, and maybe a lot of times, a lot of the swag is gone. I think from people played Alabama in tough games with Saban was there. They made stupid decisions.
Yeah.
They were uptight. They were nervous. Some may say scared, Brian Stanfield. And they're not like that now. People aren't afraid of Alabama.
Yeah.
Should they be afraid if they're looking at the roster? Absolutely. Alabama can get it together. I think still think they got a great coaching staff, and he's going to get it together. I think he's still a good hire.
Yeah.
Milroe is just not an efficient. He's not a Michael Penix Jr. Right? Everybody think, oh, look what Michael Penix Jr. did. Well, you know what? This dude isn't a Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah.
He's not. You got some quarterbacks coming up, maybe. Michael Penix is.
We hope.
He beat Oregon twice last year when he was at Washington. Milroe is not that guy.
What's the issue with Milroe? Watching last week, or you're looking at the highlights of
Yeah, I
last
just
week?
watched. I didn't watch it.
Well, what was his issue?
Confidence.
Where did it go, and how do you take it?
They
from
took the
someone?
running game away and then made him make precise passing.
He was one-dimensional.
He was not comfortable. Just watch his feet. His feet
Happy.
was never set. Everybody says happy feet. He wasn't nothing happy about them feet. He was mad. He was scared.
Yeah, if you watch,
Nervous feet.
what did I tell you when I was texting you? I said it's one play,
Yeah.
right, and he's choosing the wrong hole every time, and he's getting stuffed right there. And it's like they're reading him.
Yeah, the RPO is.
He made some bad decisions.
He made some bad decisions that he
made some
shouldn't
bad
be making.
Yeah.
He was one of my finalists preseason to go to New York for the
Yeah,
Heisman Trophy
he sure was.
presentation.
Yeah,
I thought for sure he would be there.
Yep.
I don't even know he can buy a ticket to get it now.
No, I don't think so.
But
I don't think so.
Alabama.
Still amazing, but he's got to get his crap together. Yeah.
But here's the thing: if I'm wagering money on this, I probably take Auburn in the points, but I think Alabama wins the game.
What's the line?
12.
12. So it's not 11. It was 11 and a half.
It's bouncing between 11 and a half and 12. Depends on who you look.
So 12, Alabama by 12. You take the points.
I think I would take Auburn in the points.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think Alabama's going to win the game on the field. I think they're going to find a way. It's down there.
You think it's by a field goal?
I think it's seven or less.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to come down to the last series.
So you're picking Bama in this game?
Yeah, I'm never going to pick against Alabama. I mean, I'm going to pick.
What's
Alabama.
up, Brian Stanfield?
I say Alabama by 3. I think it's a field goal. I don't think it goes to overtime. I think it's a last 2 or 3 minute deal.
Well, the thing is, Auburn was so lucky to win the game last week.
Yeah,
4
overtime?
overtimes, and on that the pass that was the kid just dropped it. He just dropped it. Right?
Yeah.
Like I hope some of y'all drop your Thanksgiving plate right as you're going to sit down.
Yes. I hope you don't have them good daisy ones. I hope it just
yeah,
falls
just-
off. Flimmy flam. Some of you deserve it.
Them Dollar Tree plates.
I hope it goes right into cat food.
Not you, Brian Stanfield. I hope your plate's dirty.
Man, he sold a nice truck the other day, I saw.
Boy, he's a professional.
That brother be doing
That's
it.
what I say about Brian Stanfield in the car business. Brian is the consummate professional.
He does it, man.
Yeah, he's good people, man.
No doubt. Yeah.
Well, he's a Bama fan, but he's good people.
That's why I like him.
You would.
Yes, I would. I would.
So Auburn very lucky to win that game. Very lucky.
Yeah.
And the week before, they dominated UL Monroe, I think it was.
Yeah.
And they were able to get. I'm looking at who they really beat this year. Okay, lost to Arkansas. Had a chance to beat Oklahoma. That game was 27-21. So if you want to look at comparison, who lost? Auburn lost by fewer points than Alabama did to Oklahoma.
I just saw somebody watching. I figured I'd just put this up.
How does Oklahoma
right there. Hey, guys.
beat Alabama and Auburn the first year in the SEC? I'm just saying.
Ah.
Georgia killed them. Missouri killed them. They beat Kentucky.
Major Edmonds happy about it.
Oh, for sure.
You see how they downplayed that the other day? We're probably going to be done by the first quarter. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I told you I was worried about Oklahoma. You looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah, I was not worried about them.
Because you don't care one way or the other. I mean,
I wasn't
why would
worried
you care?
about it whatsoever.
Good grief.
So you're picking Bama to win by 3?
Yeah. Do I think it happens? No, I think Alabama loses.
Oh, you think Bama loses?
I pick Alabama to win, but I'm picking them to win. I want them to win, but my gut tells me this ain't looking good for Alabama. You got Auburn's got all the momentum. Alabama is playing on their heels right now. Everybody's talking crap about them. They're you don't think they're listening to that? They didn't listen to it when Saban said don't listen to it. But
Rat boys.
do you fear DeBoer? I mean, when DeBoer when he messages you and says, "I need to see you in my office," do you, as a player, do you have a fear, or would you fear when going?
Most of those players don't know him.
Yeah,
right. They're just now getting to know him. Brian Stanfield says Bama wins by 3 touchdowns.
I hope so.
Where's my wallet?
I hope so. He's texting you in a minute to get that bet. I hope so, man.
I'll take Auburn at 21 points.
If they summons you and say, Jerry Saban wants to see you in his office, is there a little pucker?
Sure there is. Even now.
But if DeBoer says, hey, come see me, you're not puckering. Nah.
I know of him, so I've been a fan of his for a long time.
He's a winner.
But he's intense.
Is he?
Yeah, no, he really is.
I hope so.
It's a different kind of intense than Saban is.
I mean, who fears a 5'7.5", 5'8" when he wears his platform shoes guy?
Born on Halloween.
I mean, right?
Satan.
There's got to be something to that.
Satan.
That's got to see. You said those people did that weird configuration with his name and his birthday.
That was pretty funny.
That's pretty cool.
That was pretty funny.
It's funny.
Oh my God! So I'm picking Brian Stanfield. I don't know if you heard what my prediction was. I'm taking Auburn and the points. I think Alabama wins the game on the field by 7. But I would certainly. You just name the amount of money, and I would certainly take Auburn in 21 points. You name them.
I mean, if you're calling 3 touchdowns, that's 21 points.
That's 21.
That's 21. So, well,
just give me 18.
18.
Give me 18. Auburn in 18. I'm taking it.
You taking it?
I'm taking it.
It could be a moneymaker.
I'm saying, bang,
It could be a moneymaker. If you know something, please let us know.
RTR, Brian?
I say RTR.
You say RTR?
RTR. See?
That ain't Stanfield calling me. He knows I'm putting him on the air. He knows he goes live.
Please call right now.
Oh, he won't do it. He won't.
All right, man. Well, your game's at 2:30.
2:30.
Alabama Auburn's 2:30.
Then we have to come back, man, and talk about the rankings from last night, the playoff
Oh
rankings.
yeah, I watched a little bit of that.
I didn't, but I saw them come out. Notre Dame was number 5 in that. But the rankings, I want Notre Dame to get the 6th seed. 5 seed would be the ultimate for me, but I'm okay with the 6th seed.
Okay.
Because you're going to play a team like an SMU to start, and maybe an Arizona State in the second round.
Okay.
The way it's matched up, I think the best path. How about this? Let's look at Oregon, Ohio State.
Okay.
They have to play for their championship, right? And Oregon beat them the first time. Let's say Oregon beats them again. So Oregon gets the number 1 seed. They get a first week bye, and Ohio State will get in and say they get that 6th seed. So would you rather play SMU and an Arizona State, or if you're Oregon, you get a first round bye, then you got to play a Georgia?
Yeah.
What would you rather do?
I'd rather play my way up. Yeah.
So you got to play an extra game, but
Yeah.
you're playing an SMU and an Arizona State rather than a Georgia.
Yeah.
So
An unpredictable, pissed off Georgia. Excuse me for saying that, but
in
I mean,
this
that's what
tournament, seeding 100% matters. Matchups matter. Somebody asked me what was the one SEC team that I was listening to a podcast. It's based out of LA, but the kid's a producer at Fox Sports, and he does this podcast, Locked on Irish.
Yeah.
And one of the questions that he was posed, what SEC team out of these top 6 would you least like to play in the tournament? And his answer was way different than my answer. Out of the top 6, the one team he did not want to play was Alabama. I don't think Alabama was the top team in the SEC. I don't think they're playing the best right now. Alabama was the first team I wanted to play. Look, last time we played, you guys
Which of last week, that would have been the matchup if it was set in.
choked us to death, right? 2012 national championship.
Yeah.
You don't think we pay attention to that game? You don't think we want to play that game back?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Am I saying we would beat Bama? I said we lost to Northern Illinois. Anybody can lose any given time, right? But that's the matchup I want. The team that scares me the most, probably beginning of the season, I would have probably said Ole Miss. South Carolina's playing great ball. Tennessee's playing great ball. But Georgia's roster is next level.
That's the thing.
And the second team I would like to play would be Texas.
Wow.
I think they're probably the top team in the SEC. We have history with them. We've always had good luck against Texas. We just signed a home and home in 28 and 29 to play Texas. They play whomever, they don't care.
Yep.
But it's about matchups. And if you can run the football, you have a chance to win football games. And if Auburn's going to beat Alabama this week, Hunter has to get the ball, 25 touches minimum, and you have to make Milroe throw the ball.
Yep.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving. God bless you to all you and your families. Some of y'all got multiple step families, 7, 8 baby daddies. How does that work? You go to each house and get a plate. I don't know, man. I'm for you. I Miss Coach Boyd, thanks for watching.
Oh my God.
So seriously,
That's funny.
very, very happy. God bless Thanksgiving to everyone. We're blessed to be doing what we're doing. I'm not so sure you guys are blessed to be listening because we're a bunch of raving lunatics, but I love you anyway. God bless you. That's all I got.
That's it, man. Happy Thanksgiving. And I will say this, Roll Tide.
Oh, don't stop yet. East Gadsden Sporting Goods. Do you see what the deals they got?
Black Friday.
You see what they got them today.
Early black
What's in that cup again?
Black Friday.
These incredible bats, like unbelievable prices. So,
Did you go hold them?
no.
You didn't?
But the wooden ones I want to.
Yeah.
They got some really nice wooden bat.
With the
beautiful
nice
bats.
handle? The nice.
They do, yes.
What is it called?
It is.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can sneak one here. It looked great right here. What else, Scott Coley, my dude? Hey, I talked to your brother-in-law the other day. I didn't realize that was your brother-in-law. We got stories.
Y'all start comparing.
It was funny.
You know, Scott? Oh, let me tell you.
And so they got these big racks.
Huh?
$5 rack.
Wait, rack of what?
Rack of clothes. $5.
Really?
50% off. He said, Scott says, good to see you the other day.
Yeah, it was good to see you, buddy.
But I noticed he was chipless.
He was off. He had put up the truck.
That's
I
no
think.
excuse. No, he's supposed to have it in his jacket.
He could have went to
Yes.
his shelf at Dollar
Yes.
General and said, "Hey, take this one."
So they got like jackets. They got shoes, man. $30. Cleats.
Really?
Spikes. They got Curries. Not for $30, but they got a ton of. I'm telling you, man. As soon as
So
the show's
East Gadsden
over, I'm
Sporting
headed
Goods got a
over
fi-
there.
Did they have any old school Litchfield stuff that they found from cleaning out the
Probably.
really?
Maybe. Yeah.
Really?
They got some cool
Find
stuff.
out for me.
I
If they
will.
got some extra large Litchfield gear.
Well, they got.
I'm in.
I mean, they got cool stuff. A lot of stuff they got on sale is like new stuff.
Really?
It's not even like old stuff.
Really?
They got deals upon deals.
Go in there and check it out.
Go check them out, man. It's a
Text
crowd.
me when Mark's
I'm
not gonna be
leaving
there.
as soon as I go here. I'm going over there, and I'll text you when I get there.
Yeah, text me.
Happy
$5.
Thanksgiving, y'all. $5
That's
racks.
go, do your Christmas
50%
shop right
off,
there.
50%
Hey,
off.
baseball season's coming up. They start practicing in December.
They got baseball pants.
Get over there.
They're loaded with pants and
Yeah.
gloves and bats and
Yep.
love y'all.
And a
Don't eat too much.
family we didn't put up at the very beginning. We'll put them out as we go out. Thank you to East.